Dobro jutro. Good morning, dear visitors, dear guests in our capital, Ljubljana. Welcome in our program, Ljubljana for You. Today will be an exception. We are going to have two guests in our studio. The reason is that our first guest is actually from all over. The world is his, we would say, and we managed to get him in our studio for, let's say, this 10 minutes. Dobro jutro, Danijel.
Dobro jutro. Thank you very much for having me here. I don't know if it's the correct description from all over, but certainly I've been to Ljubljana many times for a very long time. I think first time I was here in 1991. I'm originally from Switzerland, but living for the last 20 years in San Diego, California. So I think it's welcome Ljubljana and welcome from the world to Ljubljana.
Thank you very much. So actually, Boštjan already before mentioned that now we are going to talk about ice fantasy. How come ice fantasy organized by a manager from San Diego?
I think this is an evolution over, let's say, 20 years of spending a lot of time in this region, doing a lot of projects connected to sports, to ice, to skiing, to hockey, also to hockey here in Ljubljana. We actually did ice hockey games in the old Bežigrad Stadium in 2012-13 season together with Olympia Ljubljana. We also organized many events in Arena Zagreb indoors, and in 2012 also the games in the ancient amphitheater in Pula. So over the years we acquired a lot of experience in making ice, maintaining ice, running ice parks together with my Italian partners. And this summer, actually early summer, I think beginning of June, we decided we want to approach the green capital of Europe with some white offer, some white option, and bring the concept of having an ice park like Moscow has, like Vienna has, like New York has to a certain extent, to this small but beautiful place here in the capital of Slovenia.
Yes, because as I've heard, you actually always choose exceptional places. As you said, the old Plečnik Stadium from Ljubljana or amphitheater in Pula, and you decided this year for Congress Square, which is quite unique, I would say, because you put an ice arena between the trees.
This was, let's say, a logistical challenge, but also a personal challenge to do something nice, contemporary, with an entertainment value that is for everybody. We approached the city with this in early June. The first response was, oh, no, we cannot have this in Kongresni Trg. You can go over to Maxi Market, or you can go outside of Ljubljana to some other places. We said, no, we either want to do it here or we're not going to do it at all. We had the same approach in Pula, the amphitheater. My partner is also doing for many years opera and pop on ice in the amphitheater in Verona, in Italy, which is actually the only entertainment on ice in an amphitheater of that kind. And after we explained and showed to the city and the tourist office what this is, what it can be as attraction for the whole city, for the whole country, in fact, we got their support and started to work.
Yeah. Actually, this is a program for foreign visitors in Ljubljana, but I can say that as a mother, I am very happy that you have this ice skating center in the city, because my teenagers and young students, they are very often in this ice fantasy. What about the price of the tickets? Do you think that it's affordable for the locals? Most probably for the visitors is a bit better.
I think it's really affordable for everybody. We try to have a dynamic pricing structure that offers various options depending on time of the day, time of the week. We also decided to let kids under 6 skate for free, as long as they're with a parent or an adult on the rink, which is also for safety reason, because still ice is a very hard, unforgiving surface. Some say it's a great equalizer. If you're not behaving on ice, you're gonna sooner or later feel it in not such a nice way. So I think it's, if you look around what people spend money on, going to the movies, going bowling, taking kids to the zoo or to museums, I think it's a very nice, affordable option, not just for tourists, but for local people, for families. I saw actually also a lot of grandparents coming with their children to skate. And it's a nice option to be together, to be active, to sweat a little bit if you want, to push, and then relax at one of our bars or restaurants, and just spend quality time with your friends and family, which I think is a very important part, especially this time of the year during the holidays, but it should be all the time, because I think we're all, including myself, get preoccupied with cell phones, with media, with social media, and do not spend enough time with each other.
Yes, exactly. That's what I wanted to say, that I'm very grateful actually, because this is a very healthy outdoor activity. However, there are some downhills and uphills, so this is not just a flat ice skating. Was that a challenge?
That was a challenge in the setup, because obviously everybody knows that if you put water on a surface with an incline, it starts to run until it's frozen. And the whole Congress Square is at about a 3 to 4% slope. So you either go up or down, or you go across the slope, which actually is, most people don't know that the most challenging part was not going up or down, but going across the slope, because you have a surface that you should keep even and clean and cut with the machine at an incline. So that also presented some challenges now during the heavy rains we had the last few days, that the water starts to run.
Yes.
And fortunately, we have a really good crew from local people that know how to skate, that are willing to work. Actually, a lot of younger hockey players. I'm very grateful to them, to my staff, who makes it possible that we've been open every day how we're supposed to be open, and under the conditions like it is today, or it's going to be tomorrow. It's certainly a challenge, but also it adds to the attraction, because most ice surfaces are flat on one rink, and you can get bored after 20 minutes or so. Here you can go between the trees, you can go around the corners, you can go fast,
You
can
can
go
wave
slow.
to friends that are passing by.
That sit around the square, so it's a little bit something for everybody.
Yeah. You said that you are working with young ice hockey players. Do you give also any courses to those ones who haven't tried this sport yet?
Yes, of course. We have a skating school that has certified teachers and animators that can teach somebody that's never been on skates from age 2 or 3. As soon as they can walk, they can skate. Some say top talents usually skate before they walk. I haven't seen that, but also there we have from local clubs people that are competent, that teach in groups or teach individual lessons. So anybody that hasn't tried or wants to improve their skills or hasn't been on skates for a long time, just go to ledenafantasia.se or show up at the box office and book a lesson.
Okay, that's very nice. Thank you very much. Daniel, you mentioned that you came to Slovenia in 1991, so quite a few years ago. What was the reason that you found this little country on the map?
When I was fresh out of college, I started to work in sports marketing and sports management, and worked for a Swiss agency at the time, and we had a lot of alpine skiing clients, also from this region. At that time, actually, it was still Yugoslavia, and we had people like Mateja Svet, Jure Košir, that worked with our agency, and Jure, at a very young age, became my personal client, and so it's a relationship of 25 plus years. I've always been his agent manager, and later on, after he retired, we became partners, and he's very much involved in several aspects of
my business, not just here in Slovenia, but also in Croatia, and we cooperate very nicely, and it's certainly also thanks to him that I'm here.
Yeah. But then when we pass by, we see some other famous Slovenian skiers. So skiers are your clients or partners?
Well, you probably refer to the ones that work very, very hard from the very beginning. This is René Mlekuš and Andrej Sporn.
Yes.
They were both my clients during their active careers. Andrej Sporn just officially retired from skiing last week, I believe. And over the years, I started to work with them when they were still teenagers, I think 19 or 20 years old. They also became friends, and we always try to keep inside our family the work, the projects. René actually worked for us already on several projects, including Pula, including Bežigrad, so he has experience with that, and it's very nice to see young athletes, young sportsmen to grow up, to find a passion, to find something to do after their active careers. I think for sportsmen it's always very, very difficult to say, I'm done, I got to do something else. Some struggle with that, and others see it as opportunity to do something different in life.
Daniel, how it is to work with Slovenians?
I think I've been here too long to even answer this question because sometimes I feel very local here. I know a lot of people, not just from the sports side, but also from the business side, from politics side, and I think it's really nice to work here. It also has its challenges, especially when it comes to administration, to trying to get certain things done. I think there's still a lot of opportunity to improve, to be better, to be say more adaptable, more friendly for businesses also from outside. But overall, I really like it. I love being here. If I wouldn't do a project like that.
So Daniel, hvala lepa. Thank you for running business also in our area and to give opportunity to our young people to involve with the business from all around the world. Thank you very much also for the visit in the studio. Nasvidenje.
Hvala lepa.